lovers, welcome back to the channel. Don't adjust your TVs, computer screens, or phones. Yes, we're doing Pokemon here because don't forget, at TPM Hobby and Collections, we also do Pokemon, guys. Today we're going to take 2 minutes to look at what the game is. The game is really simple, guys. It's a TCG, the card game. So the way this works really, guys, is you have a bunch of cards that you pick in booster packs. We'll take a look at that in a few minutes. And the way it works is you get those cards out of the packs, you then take those cards, put them in sleeves to protect your cards, and you play a game against an opponent. Quick examples of some of the cards is something like this card here, which would be a Perilous Jungle. This would be what would be considered a bulk card. This is a card that there's a bunch of them that come out in the set. This here would be a special example of a bulk card because if you see here, there's a special logo here, which means it comes from a special set. And you have Cosmo Hollow Pattern, but it's a Perilous Jungle. So this card during Pokemon Checkup, that is... Pokemon Checkup is at the end of the turn or at the beginning of the other person's turn. Put 2 more damage counters on each poisoned non-dark energy Pokemon. So it describes what the card does. So you've got a bunch of these cards here. So this is what's called a Stadium card. A Stadium card is a card that's played in the middle that affects both players in the same way, unless otherwise indicated. Then you've got something different here, which would be a Pokemon tool. The Pokemon tool is something that you attach to one of your Pokemon to help your Pokemon out during the gameplay. So that's another type of card there. Here you've got an item card. An item card is something that does something or produces something or makes something happen during the game. So you've got this one here, which would be an energy search. So what does the energy search does? Search your deck for a basic energy card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your deck. So the cards pretty much tell you everything you need to do in Pokemon. That's the beautiful part about Pokemon, guys, is that you can be like me, not the smartest cookie or not the sharpest knife in the drawer, but you can still play the game because the cards tell you what to do. You know, if there's a card that says stand on your left foot, hold your nose with your right hand, you just get up, stand on your left foot, hold your nose in your right hand, and you got it. So it's as simple as that. So another part of the game is what are called energies. These here are what give your Pokemon the power to do the powers that they do. So every Pokemon has different powers, and those powers are activated with energies. So you've got energies here. Arven is what you call a support card. So there's a bunch of different supporter cards, which are trainers, but don't get mixed up because even item cards here are trainer cards. A supporter is actually the trainer. It's the person that's actually there that trains, that helps your Pokemon out. So what Arven would do is Arven will let you search your deck for an item card and a Pokemon tool card, reveal them and put them into your hand so then you can play them in the TCG in the game. So here, this is an example of a Pokemon, a Haunter. So Haunter is a stage 1 Pokemon. So to get every Pokemon, not every Pokemon, some Pokemon start not as strong. They start really, really weak and then they become a bit stronger and then they become super strong. So those Pokemon are stronger as they evolve because they're harder to get evolved. It's more, you know, they're weaker, they're more defenseless as they are when they're in lower levels. So to like give you a bonus for using those Pokemon, they make them stronger when they make it to the top. So you've got the Haunter here. Another energy search. Ghastly, which would be the beginning of this one. So if you would start off with a Pokemon like this one here, Ghastly, which would then evolve into a Haunter, which would then evolve into what we got here is a Gengar, which is stage 2. So you've got your basic stage 1 and stage 2. So those are the 3 evolutions. And you've got other types of cards. So we're not going to go into all the different types of cards, but you've got a bunch of cards. So really that's what the TCG is. The TCG is a card game. It's a game that's made to play, sit face to face with your opponent and have fun playing the game. And all these cards here come from what are called booster packs. And these are booster packs, guys. Inside here, you've got 10 cards. Well, you've got 11 cards, actually, because there's, is it 10 plus 1? 11? Yeah, it's 10 plus 1, 11. So you've got 10 cards plus an energy, so a total of 11 cards. And there's also what's called a code card for the people who play online that give you cards to be able to play online. So they'll give you the equivalent of what you get in a pack like this, but virtually online. And over here, you've got the dice. These dice are pretty cool. So this is just a regular 6-sided dice. It's used most often in the Pokemon game just to play odds or evens. So it's a 50-50 device or 50-50 token. So instead of flipping a coin like something like this here, which you would just flip, you know, heads or tails, you roll this, making it, you know, odds or evens. And then over here, you've got what are the status tokens. So these are what you put on your Pokemon. So if your Pokemon is burnt, then you put this one on him. Or if he's on fire, you put this one on him. If he's poisoned, you put this one on him. And then there's like different combinations if he's asleep, if he's this or that. And finally, these here are what you put on your Pokemon to count the actual damage on your Pokemon. So they go up to 180. So let's say your Pokemon is hit by another person's Pokemon for 120 damage. So this one here has 310 damage. You just put this on here, 120 damage, and your Pokemon has 120 damage. So it's as simple as that, guys. And the fun part about this is, let me show you right now. All these cards come from these booster packs. What you get to do is you open up a booster pack like this, and every booster pack has a code card. This is a code card here. You code hunters out there, if you see this, you know that you just got free cards. So what happens is you turn this, and then you open your pack, and then you've got every card has one energy in it, and then it has a combination of Pokemon, tools, items, and things like that. So here you've got a Colossus. Here you've got a Scyther, a Skitty, another Pokemon, an Electabuzz, a Polyphant, a Screamtail, a Heavy Baton, which is a Pokemon tool. Remember the thing we said that you hook onto the Pokemon? And then you've got a variety here, which is called the Reverse Holo, which is reflective on the card with the Pokemon not being reflective. And then you've got another Reverse Holo, which would be the Ranunculus here. And then you've got what's called the Holo. So the Pokemon himself is reflective, and the outer rim is reflective, but not the what's written down, which would be the Roaring Moon. So all in all, it's a really fun game, guys. All you have to do is check us out in the description down below. We've got everything you need. There are trainer toolkits. There's a bunch of things that exist. We've got them on our website. You can check them out. They'll help you start up your deck. Trainer toolkits, pre-made decks, so you don't actually have to go out and buy packs and crack the packs and build your decks. You just go out, you buy, let's say, you won't be able to find this deck because this is the deck that was, you know, handmade, that was like, you know, that was made by a player himself. But, you know, you've got this deck here. You can go out, you can buy pre-made decks, you can buy championship decks, you can buy league battle decks. There's a bunch of different decks you can buy. But one thing that's for sure, guys, is you're gonna have fun. So don't forget to check us out, TPM Hobby and Collections. Everything is linked in the description down below. And always remember to have a great Pokemon day, and we'll talk to you guys later.